biology from Tuskegee University. Another great old university, where he was presidential scholar and one of USA Today's top 40 national scholars. His PhD in biochemistry and molecular biology is from the University of California, San Francisco, where he trained under MacArthur Award recipient and National Academy of Sciences member Dr. Ira Hershkovich, and worked with National Academy of Sciences member Dr. Carol Gross. Yay! People here who know her. His leadership led to a proclamation from the governor of Alabama, his home state, and an award of leadership from the California State Senate. He was awarded the Ensorama Award for Science from the National Technical Association and was recognized in Who's Who, in Black Cleveland, and Kaleidoscope Magazine's 40 Under 40, and many other things I could go on about, but I know you want to hear him.
He's up there.
So happy to be here today. I mean, look at these beautiful faces. Oh my goodness. I was so excited when I walked in. One of the first things I saw was a little kid who might have been 4 years old with a sign saying, "Science is real." Young protesters, old protesters, people who have never come out before to protest anything are standing up for science today. This March for Science is not about being liberal or being conservative. It's not about being a Democrat or being a Republican, being for the Green Party, being undecided. It is not about being an evolutionist or a creationist, but it is about a nation that has become the most technologically advanced nation because they supported, funded, and were listening to competent scientists in order to make policy. It is about the ability to understand and apply the most basic science elements to make a significant change in our American society. I have friends who are afraid to come out today. Scientists whose jobs have always been to be inside the laboratory, working and discovering, creating things for humanity, changing the way that we see the world, inventing new things, and yet these same people were afraid to come out because they were worried that it would affect their ability to do science. They were worried about coming outside and that it would all of a sudden politicize science. Well, let me tell you, to my friends, to my scientist friends who are still working in the laboratories, doing fantastic work, that it's about time that we come out and stand up. It is our responsibility to be able to come and to teach science to the world. We made a mistake. We've done great work, but we have to share this. We have to make sure that our children get educated to be able to understand the scientific process. You asked the question, how is it that a young man who worked in a cotton fields for 2 years in Alabama, who was the son of a janitor slash minister, all of a sudden shows up and becomes a professor at Case Western Reserve University? Science is for everyone. And we must defend science with every moment of every energy of our body. It is about real facts, not alternative facts. You want to talk about what impact science has had in our society? Let's start with something simple. There was a guy by the name of Alexander Fleming. He worked on bacteria, and all of a sudden he saw a mistake. He contaminated his cultures, and he was about to throw it away, and then all of a sudden he realized that for some reason those bacteria could not grow around this contaminated fungus. Later on, he went and extracted that and identified something called penicillin. And that changed the world. Rosalind Franklin, trying to understand the basic nature of humanity, the basic nature of genetics, and identified the structure of something called DNA. Because of that understanding, it has revolutionized the way that we think about medicine. All of a sudden, we use DNA in order to identify pathogens that are killing and affecting mankind. Herb Boyer was working in a laboratory studying a little bacteria that's found inside our gut called E. coli. What does this have to do with anything? Well, guess what? He decided he wanted to understand how the genes were turned on and turned off in this little bacteria. And then eventually he cloned the gene that was responsible for insulin. Herb Boyer changed the way we think about diabetes. It changed medicine so that we didn't have to chop up pigs in order to extract insulin from them, but we can make it using molecular biology. This morning when my little girl talked to me, we had a little conversation. I said, she called me on my cell phone. And you're like, I don't know what I'm doing. I really asked this question, why science is for everybody? Because all of a sudden I started thinking, oh my colleges in California who had to leave there for a quinceañera. And I'm here, call me daddy, I hope things go well. And all of a sudden, what do I realize? She just called me on this phone that took my voice, converted my voice from that to electricity. That electricity then made a radio wave, was then converted back the opposite way, and all of that is based on something as simple as science and physics. I strongly encourage my friends to step out, to come out and fight for what we know is right, to come out and stand up for more than just working in laboratories, which I think is important and critical, but to share this with the world. We stand up for a country that has lost its way because of an administration that believes that science is a hoax and that truth does not matter. We stand up for our truth. We stand up for the one world that we have. We stand up for inclusion of thoughts, inclusion of people, and we reject ignorance. We stand up because an attack on science is an attack, is existential threat to the United States of America. We are not here because we want to. We are here because we have to. Because of that, this is why we march. This is why we march for change. This is why we march for intellect. And this is why we march for science.
All right. So we're going to march now. Yay! Everybody, there's a flag waving back and forth over there. Okay? That is the flag that's going to take us through the march pattern, right? So if everybody wants to start moving toward the middle of the street there, and go that way, follow the march, has that sign there. On your way back, if you would try to stay off the grass and not cut through, coming back to the square, we would appreciate it very much to everybody else. Thank you so much for coming. Stand up for science! Stand up for science! Stand up for science! Stand up for science!
hits.
Say it loud.